All right, before you get started on this lesson, you have to take the quiz for this section, 5-1 to 5-6. Okay. And submit. Remember that if you get any wrong, you can still do it later on for full credit. The first thing we're going to do is integer exponents in scientific notation. Solve this system of equations. So we've got a little review from last time. Let's enter that in our calculator. And in this case, mode 5, and it's going to be of the 2. So x is 4 equals 7 equals, and then z is 0, and the answer is negative 29. 8 equals 0, y is 0, and z is 4. And the last row, x is 0, y is 6, z is 4, and the answer is 2. When we do that, x is negative 2. Why is this not working? Okay, negative 2. Come on now. And y is negative 3. And z is 5. Next one. Same kind of a thing. Negative 3 equals negative 1 equals 0 equals, and then negative 5 because there is no z. Next row, 0 equals 4. Oops, not 4. It should be a 1. 1 equals negative 4 equals negative 9. Last row, 1 equals negative 4 equals 1 equals 8. And our x is 2. Our y is negative 1. And our z is 2. Question 3. Another one of those word type problems. Okay, a 3x3 matrix, or grid, I should say. $12 a pound for bluegrass. Ryegrass is $16 a pound. The total, B plus R, 252 pounds, costs $13. So this is 12B, this is 16R, and 252. Oops, I got to go mode 1 first because I was just in that other mode. 252 times 13 is 3276. So this column, B plus R equals 252, and this column, 12B plus 16R equals 3276. So now we're going to go mode 5, and it's a 1 this time. 1 equals 252, so that's the first row. Second row is 12 equals 16 equals 3276. Okay, and bluegrass is the first part of the mixture, and that's 189 pounds. And fescue, or nope, ryegrass is 63 pounds. Okay, so now we are into the next section, which is on exponents. The product rule, maybe you should take some notes here so that you get the rules right. The product rule says x to the y times x to the z is x to the y plus z. When you multiply numbers, you add their exponents. The quotient rule says x to the y over x to the z is x to the y minus z. When you divide numbers, you subtract their exponents. And the power rule says x to the y to the z is x to the y times z. When you raise a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. In this case, we've got 3 to the third times 3 to the ninth is 3 to the 11th. 3 to the 11th. You add the exponents. Okay, let's look at this next one. So we take 5 times 4. We take x to the 5th times x. And we take y times y to the 8th. Well, this is 20. This is like 1, so 5 and 1 makes 6. And this is 1, so 1 and 8 makes 9. So it'll be 20 x to the 6th y to the 9th. Next one. Now we've got 3x to the negative 5th. So that's 1 over 3 to the 5th. Oops, 1 over 3 to the 5th, x to the 5th. Next one, x to the negative 3rd. They want it as an integer or a fraction, so that's x to the positive 3rd, which is 216. Now we want it using positive exponents, so it's 8 to the 8th minus 5 is 8 to the 3rd. Number 9, c to the, well, it's 17 minus 4, which is 13. Use positive exponents only. So negative 7 minus 2, I better write this out for you. H to the negative 7 minus 2 minus negative 2 is h to the negative 5th. Since it wants it with a positive exponent, we would write that as 1 over h to the 5th. Remember, a negative exponent on the top is same as a positive exponent on the bottom. H to the 5th. Okay, number 11. Now we have to take negative 6 to the 3rd is negative 216, and then x to the 3rd to the 8th, or to the 8th to the 3rd is x to the 24th. So our answer is negative 216 x to the 24th. Number 12. Okay, we've got negative 3 times, and then let's put the r to the 3rd on the bottom, because it wants it with positive exponents anyway later on. And then the other part is r to the 2 times 5, which is r to the 10th. So r to the 10th minus 3, because that's the 3 is on the bottom, so we're going to subtract, is r to the 7th. So we'll have negative 3 r to the 7th. Negative 3 r to the 7th. Number 12. Nope, number 13. Convert that number to scientific notation. So we would move the decimal point 3 places. 5.12 times 10 to the negative third. On your calculator, the scientific notation, let's see if we can find that. Mode, no, it's not on there. Let's see, mode 1. Okay, we'll find scientific notation here someplace. Let's try shift mode setup. There we go. If you type shift, then mode, you get number 7 is scientific, so press that. And we want scientific notation with one number in front. So now we would type 0.00512 equals, and our calculator says, oh, I'm sorry, we have to do that again. Shift, setup, number 7, and we should make scientific notation be 3, so that it will say 5.12 times 10 to the negative third. Yeah, that scientific notation wants you to know not how many places are in front, but how many places are behind. So the calculator says 5.12 times 10 to the negative third. 5.12 times 10 to the negative third. Whoops. How does it want us to write scientific notation? I'm not sure. Oh, I used the wrong key here. I should have used the times key. I'm going to do it again. So this would be 8.15, and then let's use the this key times 10 to the negative third. Oh, I see. I just used the wrong key. Number 14. Write this number in scientific notation. So negative 2.4. Decimal place moves 3 places. So times times 10 to the positive, moved it 3 places. 15. Now I think the easiest way to do this one is on the calculator. You would write fraction key 0.05 times 1400, and then the bottom is 0.0002, and you get 3.5 times 10 to the 5th. And 3.5 times 10 to the 5th. I must have 0.05 times 4. Oh, write your answer in standard notation. I'm sorry. So they want that. So we should switch it out of scientific notation. So shift mode. So you're going to press shift mode and then go back to normal number 8, and we want normal 1. 0.05 times 1400 divided by 0.0002, and we get 350,000. Delete. 350,000. Okay. So that's your assignment.